Good morning, guys. We're gonna wait for a few more folks here. Get started pretty quickly. Good morning, man. Great, man. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing amazing, man. Thank you for asking. All right, we're gonna get started. Because the market is about to open in like few minutes. So regardless of the amount of folks in here. So I-288 this morning, I said relative equal high on NQ. And that's basically the draw that we've actually been taking here. So that's what I've said, 828. Basically in this candle here. So the drawn liquidity was this high. That's the high of the day at 8 p.m. Using the 630 high as relative equal high right there. And we took the pre-market session low at 5 a.m. All of this, and we engage buy side of this high and this high right here. If we look furthermore on the left side, you have the sell side imbalance here from this low to this high. And if we take that low right here and this high right here, that's the fair value gap right here. So obviously I can mark this. Is that complicated? Well, I can keep the midpoint on it. I'll just put it small. So yeah, that's the sell side imbalance or fair value gap on the higher time frame. You use that low right here at 9:45 on Friday. We're using the current daily high at 8 p.m. relative to that high at 6:30. That's basically where we're actually rating for. There is a 3-minute left and 4:50 for the 9:30 open. I want to see if we can grab a little bit more on the buy side. If we grab more on the buy side, I'm gonna wait for a setup though, cure and rate potentially sell side 8:15 and 2 a.m. including midnight 45-minute and ultimately 6:15 at the daily open, weekly open. That'd be my drawn liquidity for the day if we have anything that can align with it. So far, there's nothing that can align with it unless we have the draw that I've talked this morning being delivered here 9:15. But we'll find the 15-minute that we want. So the 15-minute I'd like to get today is one that align with that sell side here in this one. That will be my first drawn liquidity on sell side. And potentially 6:30 here. 6:15, 6:30. These are buy side imbalance. Previous the equilibrium. Outside of that, if we're going above that fair value gap here, 825 above that. We're going to look for deviation, 0.5 here. That accumulation range is valid. It's less than half of previous day. Got previous 930 from Friday. 23,875 is premium arrays. Mainly previous daily high if it doesn't react in this area here. So we're going to wait for that. There's a little bit of waiting here. Hey, what's up, Castalia? Hope you're doing well, man. And this is 15 minutes, so it's a little bit of waiting. So obviously, if the participation is very low from the academy, I'm just gonna live stream publicly, right? I don't wanna help people, man. So like, yeah, if the group doesn't want to help, don't want to help, look, I'll just offer it then to someone else, right? It's all right. Nothing negative, obviously, but so yeah, maybe I can draw or type what I want. So obviously, it's not gonna be seen as a cheating because I just explained what it is. So bearish fair value gap right here. I'll put it like 14 maybe. Why the text doesn't apply, I don't know. Just press OK, I guess. Oh, there we go. So we got bearish fair value gap here in between that high and this low. 930 open right here. That's a small move that we saw, creating a new high of the day, 23,802. We have relative equal low on the opposite side right here. We have this low right here from 2 a.m. 2 a.m. low. Hey, good morning, man. 2 a.m. low. We have that low right here. It's a little bit far, right? But I still keep it in my narrative. No comment section on iPhone on their Brave browser. That's weird. That's weird. So this is 630 low. That low specifically is imbalanced on the sell side because it only offers buy side. So there's not efficient delivery on that. There's this low right here from 6:15, which is 15 minutes after the open. What do we have else? Buy side arrays right here at 10 a.m. Friday. And then pretty clean, yeah, pretty clean now. Hey, good morning, good morning. This is augmented reality Google Glass for price. Like that. That high right here, 23,803, that's the previous monthly high. Is it? No, that's the previous weekly high, sorry. I mean the previous week. Like this is the new week right here. This one. That's the previous weekly high. That's the arrays that we're looking at on Friday, basically, that have been rated. I was showing you this one. Morning, good morning. You got more people coming in. That's it. Just take a little bit of time, right? That's fine. Higher time frame order flow is bullish so far, weekly, daily, monthly. But that massive move that we get last week is very interesting. That massive move right here, that large distribution here, very interesting. I could put the text right here. See, like we have all of the stuff we need basically right here. As I mentioned at the beginning of the live stream, when there was like nobody. Let me show you again real quick. So I've talked about relative equal high at 828 this morning, and that was it. Like that high from 8 p.m. to this high right here from 6:30 in the morning. So we used these two high. That was the one that ran for. That's great. It's buy side taken inside a bearish fair value gap. So we're utilizing this high from 8 p.m. That low from 9:45. I don't see any volume imbalance here, so I'll keep it like that. If we're trading outside the scope of that bearish fair value gap, meaning above this, that high might be target for buy side run, but I don't want to be a buyer there. Okay, it's too expensive. Too expensive. Too expensive. And then if that high get rated now, I'll wait for a change of state of delivery and potential sell side delivery here on these relative equal low. I really find interesting that 815 didn't reach for that 4 a.m. low. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Hey, what's up, man? Good morning, guys. Got the OGs coming in. The OGs coming in. You find a way to download the app? The YouTube app, I guess, right? Something. That's a great setup so far. I like it. I like it a lot. Truth is, like, we cannot go short yet because we need like a 15-minute that create an order block here. Like, there's nothing of that in here yet. So that's what I mean sometime by we need more data, we need to wait for more information. That's kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like I said, if we close above that fair value gap, I want to see more data, obviously. As price is trading above the previous day equilibrium here, in a direction that we have previous daily high, obviously we have bullish order flow and stuff. But I cannot engage as a buyer here if there's a relative equal low here. Yeah, I'm telling you. Because, otherwise where I'm gonna put my stop, right? That's the truth. These are great. Like, I mean, we're utilizing this bearish fair value gap, inducing more people to go long. And then that could be a potential sell side distribution later on. And if we run for previous daily high, now it's gonna take a little bit of time, okay, before we can see a reversal or larger retracement. Why is that? Because that high has a lot of liquidity, so it can, consolidate a little bit here and then eventually start distributing lower if we reach for these things. So I would prefer like keeping price inside of that if we can. As I'm not predicting anything, I like to observe and just look at it so far. We're finding our way. We're finding a way to find 1 15 minute that we can actually capitalize on. All right. I don't know if you guys look at the calendar for this week. So today there's no news. Tomorrow there's no news. On Wednesday we got core PPI and PPI. That's a very important news. Got a lot of stuff on September 11th. That is kind of like big stuff. And Friday, also interesting stuff. So far, there's nothing on driver for us right now, but still, it's fine. Gold was awesome today. Oh, I haven't looked into. I think you took a trade on that, right? Let me see. Mm. Oh yeah, you took that trade. That's nice. That was the rub trade right here. Pretty small. Daily order flow here, 1 hour. Engage on 5 minute. As price retrace inside the buy side imbalance, order block. Previous daily high. Yeah, gold is very expensive right now, extremely expensive. I was watching one of the interesting video yesterday about a woman that showed up into a pound shop with like a little bag of whatever scrap kind of gold, and she wanted like whatever $400 and whatever, and that guy was like, man, I cannot give you $400 for that. Look, I have to use the balance and stuff. Like, I think she was having like something like 12,000. She was like, what the hell, how is this possible? She got out from the shop there with the pound shop for like with a big check. That was wild. Yeah, gold is extremely expensive right now, extremely expensive. I mean, it followed the kind of narrative we have worldwide in terms of this. Let me see real quick. I kind of like missed some stuff. Good morning, it's Mass Mill from OHLC Academy. How are you? Hey, what's up, man? Good morning. See the 9:30 15-minute candle tap into the main threshold of the blue pre-market zone. Yeah, that one right here. Yeah, that's beautiful, man. I saw that too. Just follow what my systems say. Oh, that's great, man. Good stuff. Amazing. That was a good setup, man. You're done for the day, hopefully, right? Now you can sit back and relax. Doing more by doing less. That's fine. It's perfect. You're done. Perfect, man. I'm so happy for you, man. Good stuff. I'm glad you're back, man. Hope you're doing well. I'm sure it feels good to take a break. Mm-mm-mm. I'll put this array like gray because it's already taken. It was beautiful for sure. Love the indicator. That's man, this is my baby, man. It's it's a masterpiece. I love it. I love it a lot. Got 2 minutes 44 second here on that 15 minute. I want to see what kind of close we get. For sure, there's a lot of people chasing that move up right now. So these sell side that low right here from 9:30, that low from 9 a.m., 9:40, 8:45, 8:30, 8:15. Pairing with that 4 a.m. low, 2 a.m. All of this are pretty liquid right now. How was your weekend? Amazing weekend, man. Just drop the car at the windshield place. Dealership, they're gonna do the windshield on it. Got a rock, man. The windshield exploded almost. No, it has a big crack on it. I don't like running a car with a crack on it. You know what I mean? Does the color of the pre-market zone matter? It just so basically, right? It's an OHLC box right here. So we're comparing the open and the close of that specific time from 5 to 7 a.m. And depending if the value of the close is higher than the open, it's gonna basically plot, a blue box or red box. And a blue box mean it's an accumulation so far in that pre-market session. So we got a buy side accumulation. We can see it right here. And that's the reason why it's a blue box. It's just because the close is higher than the open. So that give you a little bit of components for a MMXM purpose. Accumulation stage, another accumulation stage on the buy side. This is a potential reversal, a smart money reversal, but we need to have like much more data than that. Like this is one single bullish candle. Like I need more candle to actually potentially form a swing high, or even like a nice output from a swing high to actually get something more valuable here. There's 22nd here. We're back inside the fair value gap. I like it a lot. It's pretty nice. I would engage like right now. I need to wait for more details. I need to see one candle that actually print bearish so it shows like that the order flow is changing. Red is showing you a distribution. So, as I said, in some other of my videos, imagine that all the green candle are blue, right? And imagine that all the bearish candle are red. So every blue candle is an accumulation, every red candle is a distribution on NASDAQ specifically. So that's the same thing we're seeing here. And you can do the same thing with the fixed-forward model if you want. You can change the bullish for blue and the bearish for red. But I don't like it because I tried to put it like blue and red and it was like looking weird for me. So my eyes are so trained well for green and gray. I don't know why, but yeah, so I'll put it back normal. So new 15-minute open, that's the 9:45. That's the last 15 minutes before 10 a.m. New 4-hour candle. I remember now. Oh yeah, you see? That's nice. So I want to see what is this 15 minutes doing here. I'd like to conserve that daily high right here if we can on that 15-minute. That would align for a potential swing high. So that high, this one, and this one. If it stay like this, that's not bad. Small buy side imbalance right here. Like if we get a nice starting of a distribution, like a nice distribution, like literally going back below 930, that'd be amazing. But I cannot force that. It's gonna do what it wants to do, right? But if it has to be printed like this now, we're getting like pretty good idea of where it can go based off that. Good morning, man. Hope you're doing well, man, Jonathan. That's a beautiful framework, man. If we don't have this today, like if I remove everything, like obviously we can plug these things, right? I already plugged some of the stuff like that. But that is very helpful for sure. I mean, for me, I could not, I mean, for me, it's necessary for my eyes, man. I've been trained so well in like last 4 years with this framework minimum, like 5 years maybe. So if I don't have this, like very naked, just it's simple. It's not an indicator on its own, right? Like indicators should indicate something that doesn't really indicate anything else than just plotting static level that are specific, and that's great. I like it. You consider that a VGS inversion? Yeah, I've talked about it a little bit here. The only reason why I don't want to apply that inversion, because obviously it's one if we're looking at it like this, that we're trading above that, is because we're in the premium, just above. We're basically in the 25% right here. If I use the previous daily high, right, previous daily low, 50% that previous day, we're technically above 25%. So like, it's kind of like going against my idea. Like I want to go for these low right here, as I see this as a Judas swing against that ID, which is great. Obviously, it needs like more data to confirm that theory of that movement that can happen. Like as it is, if we're trading above 10 a.m. high, that's another buy side being taken. And we're going to be close on that 0.5 deviation. So far, okay, so we're just actually rating that previous high. So yeah, we need more 15-minute to print. Like I would just basically not buy this personally right now, even if it can go for that high, which is fine. Like I would let the trade go for that high and be like fine about it. You know what I mean? I would not chase that move up. I would wait for that high to be taken and then consolidate close on that level here, because it's very important high. It contained a lot of juice in here. That 15-minute is pretty even on both sides. If you look at the distance of the bottom wicks relative to the open and high, 50-50 pretty much. Forming just a little bit of high resistance here on 15-minute, which mean on the 1 minute you have a nice structure of high resistance there. Yeah, we'll see, man. I'm waiting. Need more data. I need more prints. And why I'm staying on the 15-minute, like I've explained last week and the other week before, like if you see the setup on 15-minute, now you have the room to go on 1 minute and take the trade. Otherwise, if you go on a 1 minute, like you're already on the lower time frame, so that perception is already gone, right? Like unless you're trading the 15-second or like even less, like you're kind of like getting squeezed by the idea of trading a lower time frame. So that 0.5 standard deviation, that's the first deviation of the day on the accumulation range. That's 0.5. That we saw a lot of reversal happening from there, but don't want to expect or predict anything. I want to see it form first, and then buy side imbalance. So that could give the interest of or distributing inside of that right here to that buy side imbalance between 9:15 and 9:45. It's like our first presented fair value gap on a 15-minute chart. And it's pretty much the largest imbalance we have today so far as well. We look at all of the imbalance we have since the beginning of the day at 6 p.m. I mean, this one is pretty large too. This one here, that's the reason why I like to go for these low right here. It has two reasons, right? The market wants to go for liquidity, so we have sell side liquidity here as relative equal low and also low resistance. And just under that, we have two candles that actually buy side imbalance. They're buy side imbalance basically. So if we get 150-minute that could align with that sell side, reaching for that imbalance, that would be the one we can engage basically. As we actually trading in a deeper premium relative to the Friday movement we had on that 10 a.m. move. That was a large sell side distribution, man. 10 a.m. You see that? That 10:15. It just, man, these are wild move. Yeah, that one here. Yeah, that's great. I mean, like right now we're taking more premium arrays. Like that high was premium arrays. We filled the imbalance perfectly. Right on the lower time frame, this is 15 minutes, but if we're going like on 5 minutes or 1 minute, there is 100% of BPR inside of that here. Balance price range, which is pretty fine. I don't want to go into lower time frame yet because that could lead me to take a trade, you know, prior to that 15-minute to be aligned. So I want to wait for that. That's the high of the day right here, 23,862.75. It's a nice premium arrays. The way I read it right now, from a smart money perspective, there's people chasing that move up right now. So that low would be liquidity. That low would be liquidity. This one, this one, this one. All of these one right here would be nice. As 10 a.m. potentially unfold as a sell side distribution. We'll see. This might be our smart money reversal. Otherwise, we just running for that high, which is also fine. I'm very flexible, you know. On 4 hour and 1 hour. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this was wild. Got some stuff going on the bonds as well. On Friday right here, that was insane move. On the 30 years, 20 years, 5 years, and 2 years, these are insane. I don't have the 10 years, but these are insane move that we got on 10 a.m. That is very particular. It's our opening range. Yeah. So I'm not chasing the move up, right? I don't care about if it's taking this or not. What I want to see is I want to see like something that can actually go back for these. But that might take a little bit of time. I don't know. Like we'll see, right? And if it keep going higher, you know, I don't lose anything. So that's fine. That's the kind of perspective you have to look at it. Creating a new high again, right? 23,876.25. That's the current high of the day. And we are away from 100% of the current daily equilibrium, which means we have this low of the day, daily low, daily high. So 50% is pretty much it right here. It'd be nice for 10 a.m. 4 hour wicks to take the high. That'd be, I mean, yeah, we're close, man. We're very close from it. It's very possible. But, you know, I can see like the liquidity has been waiting here. I also see that liquidity here, but, you know, we'll see. This one is more fresh than this one too. That's the thing. What I mean by fresh is it's more recent, right? So, and I don't want to give these people here that actually go along all that money here. You want to wipe them off and then potentially go on high. We'll see, man. I'm not predicting anything. I'm just reading. When it's gonna be time, I'll show you what I'm doing. So we're kind of like rejecting that 0.5. That's not enough for a short run, obviously. The 1 minute here before 10 a.m. Has Trump said anything? No, yet. But yeah, just to go back a little bit on gold, man, this is extremely, extremely expensive. And it's still gonna go, right? That's the truth. Gold is a good, very good asset. But I personally, like to hold on it physically, not trading it really. More recent, it's just like that liquidity date from last week at 9:30, right? So right now we're on the new day and we have all of this liquidity here on the sell side that is more recent than this one. So like in term of fresh or ready to take kind of stuff. Because like you don't know if these high, right? Obviously these high are having liquidity, but you don't really know if there's people that actually closed it. Like there's 100% people that close their trade as a short seller. So there's no, there's liquidity here, but not maybe as much as these though right here, depending on what we're looking at. This is the 10 a.m. coming in. Is this a smart money reversal? We'll see. I have to look at my phone, like, because when the car's gonna be ready. I think yeah. Got a GPS on the car. I can see it's in the garage right now. So they're doing it. They're doing it. When you have nice car, you gotta put GPS, man. You know if somebody's fucking around with it. You know, it's like if they want to go try it out, for lunch or whatever, they're I'm gonna know it. So they're gonna be fucked. I didn't ask for a test drive. You know what I mean? I asked for the windshield to be replaced. Nobody knows, right? It's pretty rare that you have vehicle now with GPS for tracking. Like nobody knows that. Well, if that happened, I'm gonna have a free job, you know. Can I talk to the manager? All right, so far this 15 minutes inside bar that previous 15, which is great. Got sell side imbalance print right here in between the 9:45, 9:30, and 9:15. It's buy side imbalance here. This could be used an inversion, Jonathan. I'll just mark it out. There. This could be our inversion. You see how it's like simple. You don't have to twist everything and force it like with the pry bar and going crazy. Like it's pretty simple, man. Just gotta wait for the data to print the way you want. If it doesn't, like you're fine with it. You're fine. And when you're trying to predict these things and what you're getting is deception. I don't want to open that door. Like that door is closed forever, man. there's no deception anymore. You know what I mean? Because the door is closed. So like good luck. That make the journey much easier, man. Much easier. Much more fun. You get my point, hopefully. Is the microphone fine? You guys hear me well? Hopefully, right? It's fine. Just want to make sure. Sometimes this OBS garbage, man, it's broken. It's never the same for some reason. It's clear, all right? Cool, cool. I'm curious to see what other trader are doing right now. Oh man, this thing, this thing is doing that and this and that. All it's gonna do this and that. All these massive prediction, man. While we're just here sitting, man, and looking for data print. Not bad, not bad. It's like the narrative is the narrative. You don't have to fucking try to rewrite the story, you know. It's there for a reason, you know. You just got to read it. That's it. Cuz obviously the market doesn't speak, right? You cannot put a headphone and listen, right? So you have to look at it. That's the only important thing. Observing, you know. Are we gonna create a new daily high? Let's see. 7 minutes to go. So, all right, maybe it sounds boring because, we're on a 15 minute. It sounds very slow, but when you get a clear setup on that 15 minute, now you have the room to go in a 1 minute and actually execute on it. If rather you go in a 1 minute, now you don't have any room to execute on it because you're already there. You feel me? You feel my idea here? So sure, it's slow, right? That's fine. That trained the patience, man. I like it a lot. 15 minute time frame is really good, really good. That's and all the time frame I know. Potentially, that's one of my favorite ones. That's a great consensus. Like 15 minute encapsulate pretty well all the lower time frame fluctuation into one singular OHLCs of 15 minute, which is more than amazing, man. And from 9:30, we're looking from 9:30, which is basically right here. A 77.5 handle. That's a pretty insane move. 61 handle, which is insane too. We got an actual 15 minute 42 handle. So when you see a 15 minute that can align with one of these things, if you go in 1 minute, you can get like easily 30 points. 30 handle, 20 handle, something of that sort. Something like that. The macro disclosure 27 seconds ago. The fact that this 15 minute is staying inside of that previous 15 minute range, it's very interesting. And what it basically means from a fractal perspective, it potential consolidation. And when you have two candle working the same range, what it means, right? Like let's say you have candle like this, and the other candle is like inside of it. So like that range is a consolidation. Like in the lower time frame, what you have is like some sort of price action in this range, right? So obviously this is a consolidation. It's too complicated, man. No, it's not. It depends on the receiver, man. I'm the transmitter here, but it depends on the receiver. Jam, it is. It is. Mm-mm-mm. Got 3 minutes left here. 2 minute, 50 seconds. Let him cook. It's happening. Look, like, imagine all these goobers go long right there and they're aiming for whatever, like they want to go, till the end of the time on Monday, right? And have their stub right here. So when it's gonna start distributing quickly for that low here, these things can go fast. Is there's people holding that position right there, so like these are the people that might get cooked, and that's the one I'm looking for. That's fine. Well, look at this 15-minute here. Interesting. So these are the thing I'm observing. I'm looking at that specific 15-minute right now. That's the one that is inside the previous 15. And it's actually very weak at this point. Doesn't mean it still can, like, it still can run to that high, like I'm telling you, but the more data we're getting, like, that match the idea of this lower to been taken, like, that's pretty good. Oh man, it's gonna take forever. Yeah, but it's a great trade. So you gotta wait for it. Because you have only one bullet in your gun, man. So you gotta take the right shot. You know? Look, we have all of these 1 minute candlestick inside one bar. It's complicated. That's pretty good. There we go. So one first bearish candle. It's pretty small, but that's a good start. That's a good start. I like that. So this is the 10:15 to 10:30. We're second 15 minute of the hour. We're trading below 10 a.m. opening price. Got swing high form. Pretty weak swing high, but still it's there. Like that high, this one, and this one. These three bar of 15 minute has that structure. Also form a lower high, lower low right here. Right. Right. Oh, resistance CPT. Yeah, sure. But it's in premium on the opposite side, right? So it's also interesting. Oh, 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 oh. And also prior to that, like, so, see, that's a low resistance right here, these two high. But prior to that, we got a big high resistance here. That high and this one combined, like these two candles. So that kind of like take over this, if that makes sense to you. Small distribution occurring right now. Very slow. Very slow. Very small. So I'm not excited. I'll wait a little bit more. I need more data. We're waiting. But, imagine right now we're inside, like in this bush right there, right? With the sniper. And we're kind of like waiting and observing the target. Oh, I understand. Hey. I remember, right? You only have one bullet in that gun, so like, you gotta wait for the right timing. I mean, not the timing, but like, yeah, the right timing, but the right shot. You know. Oh man. So what do we have here? These two bearish candles. What it means? So we got some people right now that buy this level at midnight open. Buy this. Reach for a 0.5 deviation here. That's 10 a.m. open. 23,846. Got some people starting selling their position, closing their trade. They're happy with the profit they made today on Monday with no news, right? Looks like there's people selling their position now. Interesting. You put the hammer on the price? Yeah, right? Quick emojis of hammer on that. Bam, bam. Don't worry, man. It's going to go quick when it's time. So we're back inside the buy side imbalance. I would like to use this as an inversion if we can. Like meaning we're closing lower than that and then we're utilizing midpoint of it. Funny on how this midpoint is perfectly aligned with that previous high right there. Quick perspective here. There's a small and dug too in this area here. And walk with me, I mean, sorry. Then walk from right here, 15th of August. It's 11:20 p.m. in Tokyo, 3:20 p.m. in London, and 10:20 in New York, right? That's a little clock I've kind of like put in the work for I'll maybe like publish this thing small, little small clock, just fun stuff. So if that buy side imbalance wants to be bought, looks like it need to buy pretty soon, right? But if they don't want to buy this one, what it happened and it's gonna go lower than the imbalance. Now, if we're going lower than the imbalance, that's a problem, right? Because this is a fair value gap, right? It's a bullish fair value gap. It's a BISI basically. So if they're not buying this, interesting. So we're back to 50% of that range, that dealing range from this low to this high. What it actually means, it means that 50% of these buyers are already in their underwater, under 50%. So are these people going to close their position and start the distribution to downside? We'll see. We'll see. So are you guys looking at other stream? You know, like, are they buying this thing? What are they doing? Just curious. Very curious. No, because I want to compare my ID and stuff. Just I want to, just curious, you know. I'm sure there's a lot of people trying to buy this thing right now. Interesting. Man, this is such a good framework. Can you believe that? It's simple, but it's amazing, man. This is really good. Do we have some people in here that actually use this framework for more than a year? Like 365 days? Like I've been using like this for the last 4 or 5 years minimum. And I used to plot that thing manually and, was paying a little bit. Now you just show it up, you click that eye right there and it just boop automatically done everything. I'm curious to know if we have some people that actually look at it for at least a year. 100% we have some. I don't know if they're here right now, but more than 2 years, let's go. Do you kind of like notice on how your eyes is training? Like how can you show it up in the morning, like whatever time you're utilizing, and you're like, oh, you can see it immediately, like where potentially price could lead to. If we go higher, yeah, it's possible. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's why this would be nice to use as an inversion. Like I'd like to flip this bullish balance into IFVGs and utilize this to start my ID for leading these low right there. Like that's why I need to see more data here. Because when we have more data here, man, it's gonna be so much easier. Make picture very clear. Yeah, it is, man, for sure. It's like HD glasses, or 3D glasses. Three-dimension cinema. You're utilizing for 6 months. That's great, man. It's a good start. Because like when you're using this framework for multiple months, multiple years, I don't know, after a few years, few months, like you show up and you just see it immediately. You're like, oh, okay, I see. Because you're so used to see like all the scenario. You're back tested all of these things. I'll show you like on how I backtest soon too. Like I want to show you more about it. Exactly, man. Keep multiple narrative in mind. Yeah, that's absolutely the best. Because if you marry one of them, what happened is you're basically expecting something, and when you expecting, that opened the door for deception. Because if it doesn't play out the way you wanted to see, you're gonna be sad and deceived about it. So what had happened is just basically, it's just too negative. Over time, it doesn't like compound very well. That experience, I mean, like it's not very good. You see, like I'm absolutely fine if it rate the high right there. If it go back for previous daily highs, fine, man. That's that's Monday. I'm not stressing about anything. If it doing whatever it wants to do, I'm fine with it. However, if it rate like if it go lower than that, the line itself or these low, man, I'm gonna look for one of these 15 minute that can rate these low, and I'll go into 1 minute and snap that shit like and snap this straight like no one will. That's it. That's gonna be my trip for the day. That's it. One bullet. I'm here in the bush right there, like behind the wall right here. There's a wall right here. I'm looking at by the corner with the scope. I'm just looking at the target. And if the target run away, that's fine. That's fine. For sure, I don't want to buy here. Okay, I'm telling you. But I'm open for that idea too. It's fine. If it goes for the I'm perfectly fine with it. But if it aligns for these low, man, I'm gonna be there. Right, that's mine. So I'm very open minded about it. That's the best play you can have. We call that being flexible. 15-minute high is perfectly equal high with previous one. Can go for those low in PM. It can go for those low tomorrow. You know, it's fine. It's also fine. Because tomorrow we're gonna get another range like this. That day right here is gonna be like right here, right? And now the whole thing reset. That's fine. That's beautiful, man. When you have the opportunity to see this like that, it's amazing. Beautiful. Remember, right, the beginning of the weeks, most of the time, that's an accumulation on the weekly time frame. So that's what we get here. Yeah, weekly profile. Yeah. Lucky enough, we have the weekly fixed for model now. This one right there. Previous weekly eye. And all of this. If you're not patient enough, it's maybe because your chair is not comfortable. But when you have a comfortable chair, you're like, oh, okay. It's not too bad. Like, regardless of what's gonna happen right now, like, I'm still gonna get a nice experience. I'm looking at price, and I'm grateful about it. Such an amazing day, man. When you have all these people like crying about going to work on Monday, I'm right here looking at these candlesticks. That's pretty good. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Some people only see the progress by doing money. Like this doesn't matter. Money's gonna come don't worry. Okay, don't worry about it. Nothing beat ICD. I mean, I'm pretty biased on that, right? But I agree. The thing is, you must be very open minded about it. Like everybody's fucking. When I first saw ICT a long time ago, it's like, I think these guys may be crazy. What is this? Where are all these things about? Why I need all of that? You know. Eventually, you're like, oh man, this is insane. That makes so much sense, right? When your logical thinking is like, oh, okay. Creating a new high of the day right there, that's fine. Short from 10.6 to 10.20. Oh, that's great. Took that short right here. That's it. Aiming for that sell side and buy side imbalance here. And you're not greedy about it, so you take that off. Boom. That's it. That's more than enough, right? So if I read your comment the way you type it, you took like 1 15 minute. Yeah, that's it. You're done. Perfect. It's more than perfect, man. It's amazing. Hey, would you believe one day making $953 in one contract on a 15-minute bar? And like, what the hell? This is uh this is more than 99% of the society, man. You're doing amazingly well. Now imagine using a copier on that, right? You've made like 953 in like 25 account. So like it's big payout, right? Ciao bye. You're done for the month. I'm telling you, when you start making more than 30K a month, like your life is wild. It's like, wow, what the, like obviously at the beginning you're gonna spend all your money on dumb stuff. But eventually when you have everything you wanted, like to actually consume in garbage like shit, your money just never stop growing. I don't know. Just never stop stacking. And that's the freedom. Hello. That's what I'm working on. That's great, man. I would journal that nice experience that you just got in a very positive way. So tomorrow when you come back, you're in the good mindset, obviously. Just by reading your previous day, like same thing with order flow, right? Yeah, it doesn't cost you anything. That was a good experience, right? You get something out of it. That's beautiful. I wouldn't have take that short because I want more data to print to basically get the highest probability set up since I only have one bullet in my gun, but I respect that. I like it a lot too. 100% of 1 minute, there was like one a short right there. I'm gonna close the live stream, I think, in like 30 minutes. We'll see what we get in the last 30 minutes of this hour. Because I don't want these live stream to be like too long for no reason. Because when they're too long, just people don't want to listen again, right? Imagine you just arrive from work and you whatever have an hour or two to like study and you fucking FX for living have post a video of like 6 hour and it's like, oh my lord, I'm not able to do it. Now it's just like missing on so much. So I'd rather like compound more experience and knowledge in a small period of time and, make it more reliable for someone that don't really have too much time. Because I could sit here and wait for the setup. It's gonna take more time right now. It's obviously gonna take like, one, like let's say you have one bearish candle here, it's gonna take another one, like three maybe, four maybe, five. Now you're like close to 12 o'clock, it's gonna take a little bit of time, obviously. So you can not predict that, but you can see that. There's a specific amount of 50 minutes per day, right? So 4 per hour is great. You only need one of them basically. 1 out of 4 is not bad. As we looked this morning, we got like fucking 72 handle on that, 61 handle on this, like all of these 15 minutes from the 9:30 or 9 a.m. They provide well amount of movement to capitalize on. That's why, that's great. In Asia session, I would work with an hour maybe, or just a 15-minute that actually could yield, yeah, 20, 14, 15 points, 15 handle. Yeah, it's pretty small in Asia because it moves lower. Not slower, but smaller in range. So, yeah. Oh man, if you make $953 in like 15 minutes, you close that. You don't give a shit about where it can go next. Look, if you can make $500 or even like $300, which is most likely gonna be 8 hours of work for somebody that actually get paid like $20 an hour. Man, that's pretty good. Like you can close when you're happy too. You don't have to hold till like whatever you want. Because all these small wins gonna stack over time, so that's not a big issue. Like greed is made for killing any dream. So like I'm not a greedy person. Because I have a lot of big dreams, man. So like if I'm greedy, automatically I'm gonna burn all these opportunity. You know? So I'd rather take more time doing less and getting more over time than doing more quickly and lose it all next day. you know? That's just different perspective, I guess, but a lot of people, man, they're so greedy, man. Bro, you're 400 or 4,000 in profit. What are you doing, man? Close that down right now and get that money. It's yours. If you didn't close, it's not yours actually. It's a floating trade. It's not yours. You're just in the position, but you didn't take that money out, right? I'm getting $32 an hour. You see, like if you make $32 in 1 15 minute, that's pretty good, right? Like there's nothing that could like actually gap this potential that we have in our hands right now. If there was something I could make more with less time or less, I don't know how to explain that, but I would do it instead. But trading is the best. I cannot see anything that can be better, really. Like it's such an amazing opportunity we have, but most people they don't consider that. Very unfortunate. All right, so are we bearish right now? We don't. We're not. So that's it, right? Do I try to predict anything? Do I feel deceived right now? I'm not. I'm very happy right now still. My sister asked me the other day how much you can make with this. Replied that the point is not how much you can make, but I have never have to think about that again. Yeah. You see on how people ask the wrong question, right? How much you can make with it? Like instead, I would ask how much you can lose with that. Your job take the mental space. Yes, that's for sure, right? That's fine. You know, you have to have a work at the beginning. Like you cannot only rely on trading. Obviously, it's 100% the truth. But over time, when you're doing it consistently and you're great at it, you're doing great with it. Like there's nothing wrong. Replace that, with it. Join new car on the weekend. It's been raining so much the last weekend, so I haven't really enjoyed them. But I've been having a nice weekend. Pretty good. Hope you're doing well too, man. We're back in September. We're gonna have the mentorship coming in like few days. That'd be nice. And all the lazy people is gonna say, "Oh, I don't need anything else. I'm fine." Yeah, but what if the guy told you like a new PD array that you maybe can use, right? So like you never know, right? More PD arrays in the matrix, the more entry are possible, more stuff you can. That guy's a genius. You have to listen to the guy. He is like he is really such a creative person, man. There's a lot of ways to skin the cat. Hunting? What kind of like hunting you're doing? That's nice. You have a scope on your rifle or whatever? That sounds really crazy. Sounds fun, man. New daily high soon? Yeah, there we go. Oh man. Exactly, Matthew. Yeah. Or it also mean bearish, right? Bearish and bullish, right? So green is bullish and gray is bearish. How's your guitar playing coming along? Not too bad. I haven't touched it like for a few days now. I'll go back on it soon. I bought a new one too. It's gonna be here this week. Bro, I got like 10 of them now. These are nice collectible, I promise you. I don't need that much. I cannot play all of it at the same time, obviously, but it's like clothing. Today I feel this one. I'll use this one. Tomorrow I'll feel another one. I'll use this one instead, and every day is a different day, man. I bought so basically one of my uncle has a Fender Mustang, a red Fender Mustang back in the 60s. So I was like, "Oh man, I need a Fender Mustang, the same color and everything." So I want him to play with it, and it's going to be my uncle guitar I'll have for the rest of my life after. He's like close to 80 years old, so it's really whole man, a lot of experience. And yeah, I want his guitar in my hands. So, but since he has a kid and everything, like has different kids, so like they're gonna be having that guitar, but that's the reason why I bought the same thing. So I'm gonna have him play on it, and that's gonna be my uncle guitar, but version myself, my own kind of. Yeah, I got like double barrel shotgun. Really? Just chilling. Oh wait, I kind of like miss a lot of things. Everything really depend on the season. Okay, you're basically hunting everything. That's nice, man. You're self sufficient on food. Yeah, one day I'll buy like some racks and everything. I'll put all the guitar one side by side. I'll take a picture and I'll show you guys. They are insane, man. I got a lot of crazy stuff. On the Foo Fighter guitar, Gary Cammett, Gary Moore guitar, uh, Green Day guitar, a lot of really crazy band guitar, all signature edition kind of stuff. These are also great investment, man. That's not my main reason I'm doing that first, but they are great investment. Good collection. Yeah, I like it, man. They're nice. They're very nice. They're all different. I even like one of them basically I bought it like it's kind of like a used guitar or whatever, and I send it, I repainted with nitro cellulose paint, change all the electronics inside, kind of like doing a do it yourself kind of build. A Dan Jones guitar, maybe, I don't know. Most of the guitar I have are electrics, so it's pretty insane. Such a good feeling, man. You're kind of like whatever. When you jump on that, like you're kind of like not thinking about anything else. You're just creating frequencies and sound, and it's very very fun, and it's extremely. I would say it's extremely hard to learn. There's so many stuff you can learn with it, like harmonics and different type of combination of frequencies, and it's fucked up, man. It's really fucked up. My brother has 3 kids and also bought one guitar for the oldest one. He's like 10 years old, man. I put a guitar in his hand. It was like already good with it. They're sponge, man. They learn so fast. Like, it's gonna take me one day. He's gonna be like 20 years old. He's gonna have 10 years of experience with the guitar. It's gonna be like, he's not even gonna understand why he's good like that. When they're young, man, like, it's wild. You know what I mean? All right, few minutes before 11 a.m. Bearish candle, high resistance, side by side. Porsche collection. Oh man, that sounds insane good. Really good. There's one Porsche I like to build one day. I've been involved in a lot of RWB build, like in Rowell. It's like an old Porsches, like 993, 964. And there's a Japanese guy known as Nakai-san. That guy's traveling the world and just basically installed body kit on these Porsche specifically. And I'd like to build one. I think like Patrick Whelan actually build one or actually buy one or two. That's crazy. I never thought that guy has like taste in car. Like good taste, you know? Like these are really good car, man. They're air cooled, no water cooled. They're very old as fuck. Patrick Vlog, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know why, but I saw that. He start having a nice collection, man. Not gonna lie. It's paying well to have these affiliate code, you know. I never had one of these. Not a single one. At this point, I have zero affiliate code. I mean, I don't need that, so I'm fine. Nobody can hate on me, you know. That door is closed, man. Like the things like when you associate yourself with these companies and something happen or whatever, you're just fucked, you know. I'll use the pro firm, but I'll pay for it. You know, I don't want a free account or whatever. I'll just buy it and get paid basically. Doing the right thing, following the rules, you know. I want to get, I think like 95% of the industry right now is just promoting everything. I don't know, man. If I was making money with trading, I would not promoting anything. You know what I mean? It's revelation sometimes. That's why people that don't believe ICT is fucking dumb, dude. I don't know. You get my point, anyways. I'll stay like another 15 minutes. I just want to see if it start right there, distribution, or if it were gonna just gonna take that previous daily high and we're gonna close that. It's been an hour and 38 minutes. Not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, cars are fun. Just the only downside is when you live in an area where there's a winter. Like in winter, you don't really use these cars. Like there's basically store for the whole 6 months, and they're sleeping. But that's great because they're not being destroyed by all the fucking salt and sand they put in the street in winter. And it also feels good to like retake these cars in like summertime, you know what I mean? Like a 6 month break. You don't ride them for 6 months. When you come back, you're like, oh shit, these are fun, man. What the hell? It make you appreciate more. I feel like it's good and bad. Yeah, it's not bad. So how's everybody doing? Nice weekend so far. We got some hunting down. We got some cool stuff going on. Got some folks studying. I saw like some of you like studying stuff this weekend was great. It doesn't have to be the whole weekend, you know what I mean? One or 2 hours more than great. Some of you saw the moon as well. I saw a lot of picture, man. You guys are on the right side of the world to see that. In North America, you're not really able to see the red moon like as much as people from Europe and the other side of the globe. But I do appreciate these pictures. They're nice, man. Such amazing. Like, let me screen share that, I believe. Let's take a look at it. That picture has to come from Russia because this is Vlad picture. That's a nice one from Russia, man. That's wild. Got the one from Nether here. That's a nice picture, man. Even if it's small, that's fucking sick. I love it. It's much bigger like this. That's nice. It's photo from a phone. Like, can we believe that? Oh man, that one here. It wins the prize. Look at this. Looks insane. I think that was in Mexico. Wow. Yeah, that sunset is great too. Looks almost the same. Look. These are a nice circle, man. Other than that, I saw some crazy one too on Twitter. Let me see. I follow a bunch of like astronomy guy. That one here. Oh man, look. Doesn't sound like real. What the? That one too is insane. Look at this. Oh, that's a GIF. That's multiple photo, like just basically when it rise and do like an animation with it. That's insane. This is gorgeous, man. That one. Look at this. That's a Photoshop, but still it has like all the phases. It's insanely well. Got everywhere on my feed, you see that? Wow. That's a nice one. That is nice. Composite picture. Well, oh, looks great. Perfectly in the center of that. You see that? Can scroll forever, man, and find so many, right? Bunch of Bitcoin stuff going on. Let me look at it. This is great. It's kind of like starting, but it takes so much time. That's fine. It's a very shorter block, kind of, but it's not very strong. Holy, look at this. 1.0 deviation. That's a pretty large accumulation right here. It's pretty larger than half of the day. So it signifies like there's a lot of volatility going on. Yeah, gold is look at this. Zero distribution, man. It's just straight up going in straight line. 3.0. Holy. What else? Is Apple all these things going nice or pretty small consolidation here? Nvidia is going wild. Look at this. Right at the open. Boom. Closing the gap. Perfectly right. Mm-mm-mm. Quick look at Euro USD 2. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this. Bing. Go outside the range a little bit. Retracement inside the range. Retarget that small imbalance here. 5 p.m. open price. Reach for one deviation. Going back for that area of like breakout kind of here. It's a big breaker. See that middle line right there? Not bad, not bad. Reach for 1.5. That's a great rejection here, but still, I would like to see daily high and previous daily high. PM session, maybe we'll see. A lot of buys and inbounds here. Well, Canadian US. Well, look at this. That's a nice change of delivery here from sell side accumulation. So you have the smart money reversal. You see the red box. We have somebody asking for the red box. So like, if remember, like an MMXM has accumulation range, distribution. These are red box usually, right? Smart money reversal in this area, kind of. This one should be red. I'll put it red just for the clarity. Like this. And then you have accumulation again on the opposite side of the curve. Original consolidation is green box, kind of. Green or gray box, depending. And then, boom, you know, it'll rate the high. So, like, these high right here, it's kind of like going this way. There was one 15-minute right here that could been like a nice trade. So, anyways, we're gonna be done with it. You should move from Canada. Yeah, we'll see, right? We'll see, maybe. Thinking about it, but still, like a lot of family is here, you know. It's hard to move these people out, you know, of the it's hard to move these people out just basically. These are stuck in here really. So I'm gonna like keep that framework right there. I'm not gonna change anything, and we're gonna post this in the Discord at like whatever 4 p.m. Let's see what happened. Just like for an experience type of thing. Tomorrow we're gonna be back around 9 a.m. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you do like this and you're not subscribed and didn't like the whatever the live stream, push a thumbs up. There's 11 like. Okay. Oh yeah, we didn't take any trade. That's the truth. It's all right. I don't give a shit. All right. So see you guys later. Have a great day and enjoy your rest of the day. We're catching tomorrow. Ciao. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.